I do need a board or something so I could chart this out. Shut.
We told you to buy one. Now she want a board, LV.
I want to send her one of those old school blackboards so that she can like flip it to the other side and like pin all the things with the string and have a real like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia moment, like a Charlie moment.
Connect.
Yeah. And then where you just start to like go.
Well, you
down
see how
that
my
rabbit hole.
mind works.
I know. I love it.
It's weird.
That's why I want to send you the really big I think that it's like kind of a necessity.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like you've got Diddy here, but is Diddy really the big fish in all of this?
What if you just get a really big cork board?
No, it's not the same.
She should, and put a cutout of Diddy's face in the middle.
And then
Like
what you see on Scandal, where people were
everything like leading out from it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Welcome to the A Collective.
The girls are fighting.
The media is already sending
Where sisterhood meets sad. Girl, this is funny. This.
Oh, I'm putting bloopers in at the end of every episode.
Hey everybody, hello again. Welcome to another episode of the A Collective. I'm Shannon, and as always, I got my girls with me.
Stacey.
okay.
I love
Let's
it.
start over.
Nah, we're fine.
That's Stacey and LV, y'all.
Yeah, nailed it.
Oh, okay. So, y'all, so much has been going on. Let's get at it. Let's start with Diddy.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken about Diddy in a little while. And apparently, his lawyer is looking, I guess his main attorney is looking to resign and back out of the case.
Wouldn't you?
I mean,
Okay, so I saw something that said this might be a delay tactic. What do we think? Is it delay? Is it like the lawyer's like, I can't even touch this with a 10-foot pole? What do we think?
Both. I think it's both. Like, Diddy is accused of some nefarious things, right? And so how do you sleep at night defending that?
so I know a defense attorney and I was like, how can you represent this person? And he looked at me and he was like, everybody deserves a defense, even if they're guilty. They have the right to a defense. And I'm like, but still. So that I don't think stops them that often.
You don't think so? Because I think about like when people find out in your community, like you have children and then you're defending this person. Don't you look like a bad human? I mean, I would just think I wouldn't want to do that. But the whole Diddy case is very, very interesting. And when is it supposed to go to trial? Is it like May?
May.
Okay.
Because he asked for a speedy trial.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I'm like, I don't totally think that it's to delay because he wants to get this over with because he thinks his money is going to get him out of it. And his money right this second is not getting him out of it.
Right. He's having a harsh reality.
He's been
right
frustrated with bail.
Yeah.
But something happened that
So-
caused that attorney to be like, what?
And I wonder what it is. But all I can think about is New York, Eric Adams. What has he got all caught up in this? So I don't know. It just is a coincidence. We don't know, but it's very interesting. Sandra, what are your thoughts?
Eric Adams is a mess. But I did see where
His gums are a mess. His gums are very prominent. And that's not allegedly.
But I did see where the governor made the choice not to remove him from office. And I didn't get to hear, like, from her press conference, like, why and kind of what, because I'm assuming she had some sort of legal counsel behind that. But
She's not the type, you know what I mean? So, like, there had to have been some reason because I find it kind of hard to believe that Kathy Hochul would just do that, right?
and maybe part of it is the fact that the feds are expected to drop the charges. They've asked, but depends on what the judge wants to do because they've got to go to court and the judge wants to hear, looky, y'all need to tell me why you want to drop these charges. So I think maybe her basis right now is rooted in that because
Innocent until proven guilty.
that, and what if the charges do get dropped, but I've removed him from office? So he hasn't committed a crime legally.
And right now it is true. Innocent until proven guilty.
Isn't he being accused of like favors?
Mhm.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I don't know. He gave Diddy keys to the city. So,
Well, I can tell you, I obviously have a number of friends still living in the city and they're all liberal and none of them were happy about him.
Now, he was a very controversial
Yeah.
hit. to be mayor, I wasn't enthusiastic. And usually I kind of feel like I pick a side in New York mayoral elections. And I was like, who is he? Why? Why?
I mean, he's nice to look at.
No,
Is
no,
he?
he's
I've
not.
always thought he was kind of attractive.
Okay.
Eric,
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I've just always thought he was kind of attractive.
you have an attraction to prominent gums? The
Here
gum
To be
we
tooth
go.
honest with you, I
ratio is
hadn't
off.
really noticed it.
Okay, well, I want you to pull out your phone and look at that. So the gum tooth ratio is off.
It's great because it's not like I want to find him attractive at this point. Oh,
I want you to look at this because I'm kind of concerned here.
Yeah, he's not. There was never any attraction. Nope.
Yeah, there's a no.
No, it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, and so I want to see LB. Maybe we're talking about someone different because I know that this is not what you thought looked good.
well, yeah. I guess I've never really. I more like would look. I don't know.
Do you see?
Yeah, I've never paid attention.
Say.
I don't know. Like, I just always thought he was I clearly do not have a good picker. You saw my ex-husband. It's not like,
But
I'm not
this
saying
right,
good taste.
this right here, retract that statement.
I know. Now that I actually see
Do you see this?
the gut. Yeah, I had never paid attention to his gums. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
realize that's psycho of me.
that's all.
God, I'm never introducing you to anyone I date ever.
Hi.
Because you'll be like,
We're gonna eventually have to meet them.
Absolutely.
yeah, but she'll be like, have you noticed, does he have a little bit of a lazy eye? Just like a little.
It's a weak eye, not lazy. It's just a little weak. It's not as strong as the other one.
But have you noticed that? Does that bother you?
Okay, well, if it's fine, hey, if you like it, I love it.
Yeah. He walks kind of funny, don't you think?
Got a longer leg. He's kind of gimpy. He's spitty. He spit on me when he was speaking. Yeah, such is life. But
Fine,
this
I'm
doesn't
gonna be single
matter.
forever.
And I'm glad we have resolved.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna say that again.
Thank you.
I
We
don't
love
know.
you.
Oddly enough, I had not paid attention to his gum. But keep in mind, I also was an Andrew Cuomo stan.
He was cute. I like both of the Cuomos.
I do
Chris and
too.
Andrew.
Like Andrew better. And if that means I have like some kind of daddy complex, I mean, I guess I'll deal with it because, whoo, child.
I think I had a preference for Chris.
I
If
did
there was
too.
a
I
preference
liked
to be
Chris.
had. Yeah, they were. It was the charisma.
Yeah.
Nailed it. No, because when it comes to because I have a category for my list, whatever they're called, like your get out of jail, the ones that you can. But for like news person, and it's Ari Melber all day, every day, forever. He's on MSNBC.
I'm not going to say anything, but okay.
It's something. I think it's his personality that just
What's his name again?
Ari Melber. You
Yeah,
don't
I'm not
like
gonna-
his personality?
I do. But
Yeah,
if,
I'm like,
yeah,
so
that's,
smart. He's one of the chosen ones.
I loved Chris and Don Lemon. Like, I loved that combo together.
My problem is like Don Lemon don't want my parts.
Don Lemon doesn't do it.
Oh, he
No,
doesn't
I'm
do it for me
saying,
anymore.
like them
She's
together. I
yeah.
like that dynamic, but not
okay.
like
Yeah.
Don is. No, like Don would be great to hang out with.
100.
Yeah, and have drinks.
Yeah.
So,
So like even if
Absolutely.
he liked my parts, it'd be still enough for me, dog.
Same. But I'm just also
Okay.
saying like he doesn't want them anyway. But Ari, I think it's the fact that like I love that he has like hip hop artists come on and
he's in
Because-
tune with the world.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
he's one of the chosen ones. I've always wanted to convert.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just convert?
I don't know. Seems like a lot of work to then just be let down again.
If that's what you really want to do.
I know. I have considered it. It's hard here because like we have one very small synagogue.
Speaking of hip hop artists, did we see that there were artists for Black History Month at the White House yesterday? We see that?
Okay, I got ground news, which we are going to have to talk about at some point, but
Yeah.
I did not see that. I was also editing all day yesterday, but
Yeah, we had Lil Boosie there. We had Kodak Black made it. Did you see that? Yeah, I hope he
Nice
scared the shit out
picture.
of those people.
Hmm.
He did.
um
I don't
I
know
don't think
who
we need to
else was
hope.
there. I know he did. Then it was a lot of Black Trump influencers. Did I see that? There were MAGA influencers that got invited. It was a girl that I did see that was invited, and they rescinded her invitation. I guess her Secret Service background check didn't check out, I guess. And she found out the day before that she wasn't going to be going.
Oopsie doodles.
Tiger Woods was there. He walked out with him, which, I mean, none of this is a surprise, right? But
was that little clown that, like, he's teeny tiny? So the Make America Great hat again looks like 2 sizes too big, and he's one that you all just said no to. Was he there?
who is it?
I can't. Terrence? Isn't his name Terrence something? He's some MAGA influencer. He's a Black MAGA influencer. He's funny. He doesn't mean to be, but he's funny. Funny looking, and he's funny.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Not trying to be at all.
But it was like just looking at it, and they were shooting videos and saying, oh, we're in the big house, like slaves, very coonish behavior and very embarrassing. So I don't think Shannon and I will claim those people. We don't know them.
That's the best they had for Black History Month.
This does not represent Black America. So it was just kind of tragic. And then we had Jaguar Wright, who received an award at Mar-a-Lago from Michael Flynn, of all people. And I said, this is very, very interesting, because I think we all know Jaguar has been on this storytelling tour of everything that happened in hip hop. She's been doing interviews, sitting down. She has been everywhere that things have happened, right? She is always the face in the place. So for her to get an award at Mar-a-Lago was very interesting to me. It makes me wonder what her true motive is in exploiting people.
Yeah, because like when you think about it, if you are coming out and being like, I'm telling this shit because this is the right thing to do, even if you're like, I stayed quiet for too long because XYZ, but then you're going down to Mar-a-Lago as a Black woman and accepting an award from that man, girl, I'm this, and I'm not even gonna do that shit.
She is really looking like the ops. Let's just go on and put it out there. So what is your motive? What are you in alignment with this administration to do? So it makes me think about Eric Adams as well. So I don't know. It's just something to think about. Shannon's thinking.
So I think one of her motivations was fame, stay in the public eye.
Okay.
Because I think initially when she was making those videos, or they were surfacing, it wasn't necessarily about fame or anything, but as she's gone on, I think it's limelight, right? Fame is addictive. It's a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure she aligns with the Trump administration or not, but I think it was a way to be noticed. Get
Good or
name.
bad?
Yeah, good, honey, because what they say, no, there's no such thing as bad publicity. All publicity is good publicity, good, bad, or indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I also think there's a touch of mental illness there. So I think that plays a part in that, because I think some of her family has gone on record by saying she's not well.
Did we ever question that, though? Because have we listened to the highs and lows of her interviews? Because I didn't question it, because 1 minute we're talking normally, and then it goes to a different octave, and then it comes down. It's just very wild. And I think that she did something on interview where she like smeared her dead son's ashes on her face. Yeah, that is very alarming.
I did not see that one.
Yeah. And I'm like, so we have to take everything that she says with a grain of salt. And I always did, even though she had amazing stories about what she's told that happened in the Diddy camp, all of those things. But we kind of have to think about that. Like, there's a component of psychosis here, I believe.
Yeah, which is why I think it also worked, right?
Absolutely.
Like, I think that that's why she probably got as much attention as she has had, right? Because there's something in the way she tells these stories, and it's the manicness of it, right? Like, if she was just sitting there monotone telling it, it wouldn't
take off.
No, because there are, when you look at Danity Kane, like how many times have they?
Yeah.
And theirs never really quite did what Jaguar's did, right?
And they said that Jaguar has this vendetta against Jay-Z because her career didn't take off because she did Unplugged with him. What was it, 20 something years ago? She was singing, and she felt like her career just kind of stopped at that point. And she feels like Beyonce. And, she said, I should have been the next Beyonce. Now, Jack has a nice sounding voice at that point, right?
She ain't no Beyonce, though.
I mean, is that a Beyonce? Was she like, I don't know. It just sounds like mental illness may have just really, and I'm blaming somebody else.
I also think to every story, lie, whatever she's told, there's an element of truth to it.
Absolutely.
There's an element of
100%.
truth to it. So embedded in the midst of all her lies is some truth.
It's just what is the truth that we can pull out of it.
Yeah, it's figuring that out. But I think we'll understand it better by and by. May.
Yeah. But there's a commonality between her and Trump. Because if you notice, a lot of the time when he is creating these crazy stories, right? Like, it's just because grandpa's not well upstairs. There's an ounce of truth, even in like the craziest lies, right?
There is.
It is wild business, though. To listen to him, you will be manic.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to that daily, you will age and you will need to hold yourself. And I don't want to go. I don't want to go. So I'm just like.
Well, and just so y'all know, I'm taking the iHip News approach to anytime we ever play any sound clips from him, they will be sped up so he sounds like a chipmunk.
I like that.
So that way we don't actually have to listen to his voice.
I mean, the wild things that we are saying, like manic, can we talk about Elonia?
Yeah.
And the chainsaw yesterday at CPAC? Did you see that? Why was this happening?
I think it makes good theater. It makes good theater. It gets the base and the people riled up, and people love to run with it.
So, well, they're playing to their rabid dog because they've got to keep them happy, right? And in some sick, twisted, weird, wannabe alpha way, they think it makes them look macho.
Yeah, very strong and masculine. And that is what they're going for.
Baby, if these things continue to happen, the economy tanks, the unemployment rate soars, a year from now, the entire House is up for re-election. These people going to be in trouble. These congressmen, because I believe the American people will punish their congressmen for what's going on.
Will it be too late by that point, though?
That's what I'm wondering.
Well, I
think that's what they're banking on.
I think so. I saw a video, I think with Elizabeth Warren and someone, and she was saying basically things are working. They kind of got it. The question is going to be how much before they can stop all the things, how much will be broken.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
I heard that interview.
Yeah. And I mean, but how much of it is so broken they can't take it back? You can't fix it. It's beyond repair. And then how many lives have you damaged? How many people have you bankrupt? How many folks lost their homes, lost their families? Some of these people could be a paycheck away from being homeless. This could be the thing that causes mental health to break and it sends them over the edge. I mean, there's a lot to this that's going on. So it will be interesting to see how it plays out. It'll be interesting to see the litigation that gets managed up to the Supreme Court. It will be interesting to see what happens with the FBI and the Department of Justice.
Well, we have a new, exactly, Ash Patel, we have him, and they said he has an enemies list, right? He made. And so I did see this morning that they said, we think Jamal Bryant, Pastor Bryant, is on the enemies list because he's been so outspoken.
And I don't think as someone who has closely followed Pastor Bryant, I'm not sure it's going to stop him. I think.
Absolutely not.
It's not going to stop him.
If anything, he's going to get louder.
Fueled by it.
And I believe there will be a bunch of other pastors and things that will rally around him and have his.
Absolutely. Because right now, when you look at the Black community, who are the leaders that we have? You remember it used to be Jesse Jackson and we had Al Sharpton. Those leaders, they've aged. We don't have them. And so Jamal Bryant has been the one that kind of stepped up.
I mean, Reverend Sharpton's good still.
He's around. He's still holding press conferences.
He is.
And he can still just take you to church no matter where he's at.
He's not as spry as he used to be. And, I'm just like, and I think he's still going to fight the good fight.
Yeah.
But, just the emerging leaders is what I've seen. Jamal is kind of risen to the occasion. So I think he's on the enemies list. He was on a fan from one of those people that were at the big house for Black History Month. And I was like, I cannot believe this.
But you know what? He gonna crush him with he's a great orator. Maybe he's gonna wordsmith them into knots.
That you would wish that he cussed them out.
He will in his own way.
Absolutely. It'll be a different kind of cussing out. Not the Stacey way.
No.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not at all.
No, those are two
Most of
very,
y'all, so many. Most of y'all were like, no, don't do me like that.
two very different approaches.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Very different.
Two things can be true at once.
Yeah, that's fine. I accept it. I accept my calling.
But
I
yeah,
wonder,
mean,
so the Democratic Party, what are we doing to mobilize?
Well-
Nobody knows, and it's no direction that we are getting on what to do. It's like, fight. What is the fight? Like, people need marching orders. And I know, LV, we talked about this. It's kind of like that's what people have relied on the Black women to do, to tell you what to do. And I think people are looking to Jasmine Crockett to tell us what to do. And I'm like, can somebody else take over?
So I think a couple things. I do think the Democratic Party, it is my prayer. I believe they are maneuvering behind the scenes. However, part of this war has to be won in the media. And I don't know that the Democrats understand that. I feel like they're always late to the party. And that's been what has made Trump so successful, is that he is used to manipulate the media. And the Democrats have done nothing to combat that, to mount their own media campaign, and get moving. I think we're doing ourselves a disservice.
So I know Jasmine Crockett said we need to get out front every day, hold press conferences about what's going on, and she sees it. So again, that's someone taking the lead. Now, who's going to actually do it, right? Is she going to be the spokesperson?
So, I mean, there's hope with Jamie Raskin.
Okay.
Keep in mind what Jamie Raskin did for J6. And I've heard him speak a number of times. He is ready and rearing to go, ready to put up the fight again. But I think a lot of them are using, actually, of all places, podcasts to get the message out, because they know that social media is,
Compromised.
It's a powerful driver.
Well, but so they can't use major platforms. They can't use X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. They can't use Facebook. They feel they're getting suppressed everywhere. And so that's why I think they're trying to get out to podcasts and on these podcasts to talk to people that they're really only getting people that probably politically agree. And what they're telling us, I have now heard from separate, a congresswoman and a senator, we need to be calling every day. Republicans, Democrats, doesn't matter. And we need to be pitching a fit. So, y'all, that is our
call to action.
That is our call to action. That is our homework. I have now heard it from multiple sources, from government officials. That's what they want. They want us to be calling our Congress people, our senators, every day if you can.
Regardless of political affiliation or those that are Republican.
No, it doesn't matter. Anyone and everyone. We need to be telling them how it's affecting us. This is bullshit. We don't like it. Fuck off, Elon. Get the fuck out of my government. All the things. Every day.
Might come after you with a chainsaw, though.
Crazy too.
Maybe I can break into my neighbor's Cybertruck.
Yeah. It's wild business, and I hope that there is something going on behind the scenes. I know I have watched Midas Touch, and they are doing, Hakeem Jeffries was on there, I think, yesterday. So it was good to hear from him. Hopefully we pull this stuff together. I will say, Jasmine Crockett is the girl of the moment.
I mean, she is most certainly going down in history as a hero. You know what I mean? She's going to honestly go down in history as being an integral part of this revolution, because that's what we're heading into right now.
Absolutely. And are we prepared for that?
I'm fucking not.
No. And that's what I think we need to be thinking about. like, how are we prepared for everything that's going on? We know Shannon has buttermilk.
Mm.
So she shared those things.
Mm-hmm. She may have a sourdough starter. I haven't heard whether that actually got
Yeah,
started
I'm
yet
sure
or
she
not.
has those things. But yeah, but I think like we are in troubling times.
We're in very troubling times.
And it's fast. Like I saw a Project 2025 tracker. Have you guys seen that?
I heard
they-
about it. I can't bring myself to look at it.
Honey,
Yeah,
they have marked several things complete. There
34% complete
and they
in
have
a
it
little
broken
over
down.
30 days.
Yeah, they've broken it down by agency
Mm-hmm.
and then by
Initiative.
Yeah.
So
The only thing that is allowing me to even get any sleep at night is the fact that we are ahead with the lawsuits. We are ahead. Not by much, but we are ahead.
but judges are stepping down because they are being asked to do things that are not lawful. And, you know, it's like, wow. So once they start stepping down, who do you have? His flunkies.
I've got to believe some of them are going to hold.
We need them to hold till the midterms. Because if they can hold till especially democratically appointed ones or even Reagan.
No, even
The Republicans
even those
are
Reagan
even.
ones. Bush.
Either Bush, Clinton, Reagan, going back that far. If they can hold till the midterms, I mean, we gotta mobilize. We gotta get out the vote. But I think there needs to be more uprising and outrage. And I saw this in good, bad, or indifferent. Until white people get angry enough, the needle isn't gonna move. They gotta get angry. I mean, where
They got to
it's
get
These
mad.
fuckers
Get mad.
clearly plenty mad. So the rest of y'all need to fucking get your
So white people that are listening, white men especially,
yeah.
we need you to get mad. The fight cannot be won with women and especially
Yeah.
Black
And I'm
women.
fucking tired of them having to light fires under everyone else's asses. So just fucking do it yourself.
White men have got to be the forefront of all
Y'all
of
are fucking
this.
Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
You know how to build fires.
So figure it out. And I don't think that there is anyone of the 92% that will not help, but it's not going to be on our shoulders to organize. So
and do it. And I think there may be more, especially from that agricultural belt.
Mhm.
If they don't release that funding, baby, there are going to be some angry farmers because they're going to lose their farms. And there's going to be a lot of resentment toward the Republican Party. And I think I read somewhere or heard something about that some of the Republican lawmakers, senators, and congressmen are starting to like pressure Trump to try to release some of those funds because money in their districts are being cut off substantially. And, you know, that's a thing. So we'll see if he holds the line and he doesn't release that money, maybe that's going to make a few people angry enough that they will mobilize.
What else is funny to me is yesterday I was seeing the CPAC event and there was a J6 offender. Did you see one of the Oath Keepers couldn't get in? You talk about mad.
He wasn't on the list.
You talk about mad. And he was like, I just got out, you know, pretty much like you pardoned me and all of this. And now I'm not invited. You know, they will tear that shit up, tear it down to the studs.
Tots and tariffs.
So I'm just telling you, it is going to be an uprising. And I think it'll be totally different than what we expect it to be.
I know I've been thinking about that recently because it's only a matter of time until that dangerous trailer trash. Am I not allowed to say that anymore? Is that
I like
is that a
it.
bad one?
No, I like
Okay.
it.
I'm
It's
like,
just
is trailer
funny.
trash out now? I mean, I know it's always been kind of offensive, but like,
Or how about two teethers?
two teethers? Yeah.
Is
Snags.
that really any better?
Is the snag.
What about, what was it? Two and a, 2.5 men, 2.5 brain cells, 2.5 teeth?
Yeah, because one of them is broken.
2.5 teethers?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it's, I mean, it's only a matter of time until these 2.5 teethers, till they realize that they got conned by
Don the Con.
Yeah. Well, I was going to call him Hush Puppy Don, but
It's going to be a movement and it'll just
I can see them with like flaming sticks coming at Mar-a-Lago.
tiki torches.
Yeah. Like a tiki torch, a guillotine. They already built one of those.
How much longer?
I don't give it
it's
too
gonna
much
be a
longer.
while.
You think so?
No, I think it's going to be a while. They're still so
enamored with him.
So one of the things that I always like to do, and I did this like the first time around during the election, like in 2016, right? And I love paying attention to the Trumpers. That's why I hang out and like hear, all their lives, is I'm really focused on what they're saying. And there are still so many of them that you put it right in front of them and they still don't get it. Like basic facts, they're refusing to acknowledge.
So there is a level of intellect here that they are lacking.
Mm-hmm.
That demographic is lacking. Very interesting. I think they'll come to their senses when their medical benefits are cut. And it's
They don't go to the doctor.
Well, that's why they have
don't go
two
to the
teeth.
dentist. Yeah, they clearly don't go to the dentist.
But those checks stop rolling in. Like it has to hit them in the pockets for them to say, we got gypped.
See, they've already prepared for that because they said, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
But I think
they
don't
prepared?
understand what the worst is going to be.
Yeah.
Because, they're really trying to roll back a bunch of the protections that have been put in place, previous health conditions.
Mm-hmm.
They want to roll that back. So the insurance companies, if your child has a catastrophic illness, you have a catastrophic, they want to be able to die. Insurance companies want to be able to deny you coverage so that you drown in medical debt.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're rolling that back too, where you couldn't put medical debt on your credit report.
Yep, they stopped it.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped it. And so, I mean, I think a lot of protections that we enjoy and I think people take for granted, they want no parts of. They absolutely want no parts of. The Republican Party, well, Project 2025, let me say that, because I believe that there are Republicans who don't agree with a bunch of these things, but they're not being vocal for fear of being ostracized.
Oh, but they're being vocal privately.
Yeah.
Because I've heard from multiple Democratic congressmen, senators, that behind closed doors, baby,
Yes,
they ain't happy.
Yeah, but
they
they're
know
scared.
Yep.
But
And
what do you have on these people? Like, what kind of new tapes do you have on them? Like, what is it?
Because Trump will turn on them in their districts when they run again, and then they won't win. Like with this whole, we're waiting for it, like it's going to get worse. It's got to get worse. Like we're going to go through some hard times, right? Well, the minute people start complaining, that's when Trump says, no. Remember, I told you we're going to go through some hard times. It is going to get better. You just need to hang on a little longer. That's also why they're floating this bullshit. Oh, we're going to use some of the funds that Doge, found
to give a stimulus check.
Yeah. But that's why they're teasing
stimulus checks
with it. It's this idea that we're going to see, we want to help you.
And unfortunately, there were a lot of people that were enticed by that check. And it made me sick to the stomach to see, and especially in the Black community, people that were so excited about getting a stimulus check. He gave me a check.
No, he didn't.
Bitch, he didn't give you a check.
Congress gave you a check, dum-dum.
And he signed his name on it.
In Sharpie.
And so I'm just like, we have got to get past that. So please don't talk about a stimulus check. That was the worst thing I could have heard. I was like, here we go.
Oh, but now it's a Doge stimulus check. Get fucked.
I think we're going to continue to have a few more town halls across the country. And let's just see how they continue to go. And I think in these red districts, I think the pressure will be put while Trump is like, oh, we're going to help you. These congressmen are in the line of fire and they're going to eventually pressure him and be like, I can't go back to my district because it's a mess. Unemployment, I'm getting phone calls, all these things. So
he ain't gonna care. This was the plan all along.
I'm curious because I really think the Republican Party is putting themselves at risk. If we're going to have more elections, I think they're going to get the floor mopped with themselves because there's no way people who sat out won't rise up behind everything they're seeing.
We hope. But we still have squirrely people
I think we still have squirrely people, but I think a lot of people sat out. There's been a lot of talk about the third party vote, people who voted for Jill Stein. I think that there'll be more mobilization, and I think people who sat out won't because it's hitting them in the pocket.
God, I hope so.
So what about the Susan Collins of the world? Like, the squirmy Republican that has always been.
Yeah. Well, I was almost about to say something nice about Bitchy Mitchy, and then he fucking said yes to Kash Patel.
He said no to him. It was RFK.
It was Pete Hegseth and RFK, which also is like, well, how fucking bad is Pete? Like, we know he's bad, but how bad is he?
He was drinking on the job.
I know, I saw. But still, I'm just saying, like, so Kash Patel
compromised, allegedly. I just wonder about all of that.
I saw a video, it was on TikTok, where somebody laid out the whole Mitch McConnell thing. And they were like, good riddance. You are the person who basically started this whole domino effect during the Reagan era. They called him to the carpet and was like, yeah. They were like, yeah, we have absolutely no love or regard for him. He should have been retired. But they laid out, and I didn't realize all the things he had done.
So he's been a shit individual for a long time, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I need to find that video. If I find the video, I'll send it to you guys.
Please do. But it was like, it popped up the other day. He's not running for another term. Sure. You're almost dead.
You should have never been running for another term.
Hey,
you shouldn't have ran for the last one.
Yeah.
This is a thought.
Well,
like,
so he just announced it, but it's been
circulating for a while.
Yeah, like everybody knew. And I mean, that's why he was voting no on some of
there's
these
nothing to
cabinet
lose.
picks. Yeah, he don't care. He don't have to go back and try to get reelected. The turtle is rolling over.
That
So
turtle
like,
has fallen, and it gives me joy. Sorry. But to be that low down, and it's like,
I thought maybe we might, just for a moment, get some sane actions out of Bitchy Mitchy, but that's clear.
Legacy. He's got to go down with his legacy. Can't change it. We can't change it. So sit in it, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
got some interesting times ahead of us. Is that the nice way to put it?
We're living in the end days.
All I hear in my head 90% of the time is welcome to the shit show every single day.
That's why you can't watch it. You can't watch it every day, or you'll need a hold. Like people we've talked about.
I get too scared to, like, did you not see my face when you brought, I didn't pay that much attention yesterday. The anxiety then is real because that was not on ground news.
But it looks like your commander-in-chief got a new desk after that booger was stuck on that desk last week by that small child. He got a new Resolute desk. Did y'all see that?
What?
Yeah, he got a new Resolute desk.
You can't get a new Resolute desk. It's the Resolute desk.
No, he got another desk this week. And so I was like,
shut the front door.
No, look it up.
Did Elon get the Resolute desk?
Maybe with that booger on there from that small child that went off on him and rolled that booger up. I promise you, that was the highlight of my week last week. That little boy was eye level to that man and talked dirty to him and then picked his nose and put a booger on his desk. That is equivalent to spitting in your face or open hand slapping you. Baby, I'm going to put a booger on your desk.
But 3-year-old can't do any of those things except put the booger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was on brand, right?
Sorry, I'm still struggling. Like,
look it up.
Resolute desk.
He said he
now,
got a new
I got
desk.
to go look now. I got to look.
Yeah, it was on, I don't know.
I can't even look. Shannon, you look and God.
Yeah, it was on New York. Was it New York Post that he got a new desk yesterday? And that just tickled me so. I was like, oh, he couldn't scrape that booger off. I bet you it was a lot of boogers on there. It could have been worse.
YE Online says Donald Trump replaces desk after Elon Musk's son picks nose during White House visit.
Y'all thought he was playing.
It's not just a desk. It's the Resolute son.
It's the Resolute booger desk. And I shall not have that anymore.
Oh, my God. He doesn't even have hush puppies, does he? They're like peanuts.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Like,
and then he went to the NASCAR this weekend, right? Was it NASCAR?
Yes.
For his Super Bowl visit the week before. I don't, was reception well for him at NASCAR?
That was probably better.
Yeah, it was. They said it was. They said it was. And he even took a lap around the racetrack in the Beast.
Yeah. He took Beast out on the track. Fucking tool.
But we're saving money. We're cutting out government inefficiencies.
People are losing their jobs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Air Force One did a flyover also.
Because gas isn't cheap right now. Yeah. Well, and and then there's some like B-list actors out there that are like, but President Trump, you're firing people that voted for you. You need to spare them. Fuck off.
So
Actually, no, it was to Elon because he wasn't even going to give Trump, like, his, he asked Elon to think of the good men and women that voted for President Trump and try to spare them.
They could kill us.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
I
about
laughed,
something.
literally laughed.
If he got rid of the desk because there was a booger on it, maybe someone should just wipe a couple of boogers on him. Can we get rid of him that easy? What do you think? Or just blow snot?
It would have been funny if he had touched it, that finger.
That would have been amazing.
Hey, little X, if you're watching,
You're in here.
we got a plan.
We have candy.
All the meals you want. All the happy meals you want, kiddo. We
He's
got
been
you.
having baby mama drama too. Real ghetto stuff is going on.
I tried to handle this privately, but you won't respond. Whoops.
He's
That's
ghetto.
awkward.
He's ghetto.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's just creepy the way that he like wants to spread his seed and do you know did you see that Ashley St. Clair said, I don't understand, just yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever, you were asking me to have more of your kids. Yeah.
There are so many things that I'm thinking and I will not say it.
But I
And
think
that
it's
is the first.
proximity to power. Because he ain't attractive.
Girl, he is built up awful.
No, and she's like in her 20s.
It's the proximity to power.
It's proximity to
Yes.
power and money. Because he don't ring my tang at all.
He doesn't ring anybody's tang.
No.
Okay?
Well, apparently those women, for the money. at
For the
least.
money. That's it.
For the money, at least.
And they struggle through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Did they get flued out?
Are we done yet?
Can you fly me out?
Yeah.
Maybe they said, okay, I'm
He
not
would
going to
fly-
say it.
yeah, he would fly them out. He would flew them out.
Well, maybe they sent pictures of throat spray.
Oh my God. Yeah, but they probably have to send name brand.
Not equate throat spray.
No. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's the state
But-
of our world.
they're the party of the good Christians. Yeah.
More majority my ass.
Yeah.
It's the rise, and this is a whole thing too, the rise of Christian nationalism.
Absolutely.
It is nationalism under the guise of Christianity, using Jesus and manipulating Jesus for
Hatred. God is not pleased with that.
No.
So people better be really careful about what they're doing. There are certain things you don't play with. You shouldn't.
never, ever.
Those two teethers are going to learn.
But how much will be broken before they learn?
Yeah.
Much will be broken.
What else has been going on this week? We've had our political talk, but it seems like that's all it is, right?
But that's why we're going to start our new podcast.
LB,
Excuse me.
tell
Sorry.
the people about what we're about to do, what we're expanding to.
Guys, we realized we want the A Collective to be about more than just politics all the time, but politics right now. If you ain't talking about what is going on in this country, like you're not doing your job as an American. So we made the decision that we were going to start another little mini podcast called At Me Later, and you will be getting 2 episodes a week. Do we know what day they're falling yet? No, we don't. But we're going to be doing 2 episodes a week. We are still trying to figure out all the specific formatting, but you will get 8 to 10 minutes of what has been happening over the past few days with the government. So if you want to stick your head in the sand, you can, because we'll inform you. So, and it will be a mishmash. We don't know. It might be 2 of us. It might be 3 of us. It might be 1 of us. And we're going to try to get some guests, some real good guests.
Yeah.
Get excited. And it was tagged in last week's video. It'll be tagged at the bottom in this week's video, so you can give us a follow there as well.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, clearly we don't know anything about politics, do we?
No,
We don't.
nothing. I mean, if you ask that lady on TikTok, I don't know a goddamn thing.
Who's
Except for
that
the fact
lady?
that I know the FEC filings are public. And our girl did not donate at all. to don the con. And then when I asked her why she didn't, she said, I did. How would you know? She was like, did you vote or did you donate to Harris? I said, I did. And you can go look it up on the FEC because it's public.
Sylvie is a
And then I never heard
troll.
from her.
Sylvie is a troll and she's a bully sometimes.
I'm only a bully when you deserve it.
Absolutely.
Spitting facts.
So don't tussle with her.
No, and don't come trying to tell me that USAID was only established by an executive order. Learn to use Google.
2 teeth, 2 brain cells. Yeah. So what else has been going on? Back to entertainment. Did you guys see that Kanye and his wife are supposed to be splitting up?
She decided enough was enough, finally.
I wonder if she'll put clothes on finally.
Well, I think she said she was being forced to do some things against her will. Like I think she didn't want to do the Grammy stunt, but he made her, he forced her, coerced her.
Do we believe that?
I mean,
Kim said, I mean, I know we're not fans of the Kardashians, but Kim did say some similar things.
and it's Holly
Just
weird.
saying.
It's Holly weird. So look at all the Diddy stuff that has happened. And look at how big of an open secret that was in the industry. And, for what? 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
People allowed this open secret to run rampant. So I believe anything's possible there because, again, proximity to power and money and whatever cachet, clout, whatever you want to call it, zish, you think comes with the money and the power.
So again,
Fame.
I don't believe in domestic violence. I would have whooped his ass. You are not going to have me out here like that. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. And so those are the things. I do not believe in that, but I could not sit there. I don't think I would want that kind of power. I'm not yearning for that. But I guess everybody's different.
You're not his type, honey.
No.
He don't like strong women.
Yeah, I was going to say, these are kind of, I hate to say weak-minded, but women who are maybe easily manipulated. And again, the end goal, because what is it? I feel like I read somewhere that like she could end up with like a $5 million settlement.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, for a lot of people, that's a lot of money.
For her, it's like nothing.
But
To endure
she's
that?
willing.
To endure that?
I mean, apparently, yes.
Just keep me at my little menial
But again,
life.
it depends on how you were raised, what it is you want, how desperate you are. We make judgments about people, good, bad, or indifferent. What if not saying we should be, but what if she's from like an abusive family, never saw a positive male role model, easily influenced by men? You just never know. And so in those kinds of cases, yeah, she got
This
put
is
in
what
a
you
trick.
get.
Yeah, she got put in a trick bag because she don't
And
know
she
no
looked
better.
like a trick. That's what she has been looking like. A trick. But baby, you would be naked too. You don't want me to wear clothes? You take that off and you show your pee-pee. Let people see this, okay? And if you don't want to do it, I can't do it either.
But again, you're
Shannon,
not
don't
his
laugh
type.
at me. We going out together. We going to look a mess together. No,
Listen,
you will not exploit me.
wouldn't have been out there looking mess. But I mean, first mistake of hers was the fact that she looked like Kim Kardashian. And everybody pointed that out. Sis, you didn't think that was a little odd?
He got a type.
Yeah. I mean,
Where is Alexis? You remember the one that he was with a long time before?
it's been with so many. Oh, the girl.
Far away.
She a designer or something, and she had been with him like early on in his career. She was a normal Black girl that we didn't see her paraded around, looking like this.
Well, because you can't let your freak out like that until you're at that level.
When did they break up?
They broke
It
up
was-
as his star started to rise substantially. I also think, his mother's death took a toll on his mental health. I'm sure she was like, I ain't the one or the two for this.
You better get somebody else to do that.
I don't need you. Bye. I don't need
So I think
you.
she is a designer. I think she's doing pretty well. And so she was probably like,
So yeah, I think that she really had.
She recognized the signs.
It was like, I'm out. I'm not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
not
unfortunately, we haven't seen him with another Black woman since that, have we?
doing this. I don't
Not to
believe
make it a race thing, but
it. Wasn't he with Amber Rose?
girl, that woman thinks she is white adjacent. So, I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I mean, she does, but eventually she'll also get put back in her place.
Well, let me tell you something. I saw a picture of her this week and she was somewhere and she looks like she has aged like milk. And maybe that MAGA stuff has aged her. I was like,
I mean, when you look at a lot of,
yeah, but if Amber looked that way, I wouldn't be surprised. Like that was her look. That was her aesthetic anyway, right? So I don't think it would be because of him, but that's the only other one that we've known him to be with.
because again, he does not like strong women. It is a power thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was making some crazy comments that I saw today talking about somebody, their privates didn't smell well. Someone that's, I think, suing him. Like this woman stuff. Like what grown man is doing that?
He has some mental health issues.
So him and Jag can go together?
Real bad.
And where's the lady in Dubai? She can go with them too.
But she's already in
wasn't gonna let
jail,
her
isn't
go.
she?
She's on a
She's in jail.
hold. They said she's on a hold for smoking cigarettes.
That she can get up to 5 years for.
I was going to say that hold might last 5 years. So.
Yeah.
Dubai said they not the one or the two either.
Girl, you should have stayed in Pakistan with that stuff. You played that over here, but you gonna come here and learn today.
Mm-hmm.
With those eyebrows.
Oh, again, my bleeding heart. I hope she gets some help. I hope they
Which
get her
one?
some help while she's there.
Are we going to add to the list of Jaguar?
Onika.
Onika.
I hope the folks in the good Dubai get her some help while she's there.
That's
I don't think that's going to happen.
There. Yeah.
Girl, we all saw Onika and knew something. That elevator was not going all the way to the top.
When she held that news conference in Pakistan. Well, first of all, first clue number one. You flew to Pakistan as what? She's in her 30s.
Yeah, she's like early 30s too.
Like 32.
Yeah, 32, 33.
You're in your 30s. You fly to Pakistan to be with a 19-year-old. She's somebody else who bought her ticket. People
are flying out for mistreatment.
Here's the other thing that, again, I'm going to have to do it again. That is not the first. It's her eyebrow and whatever.
That powder. Whatever this is here. I was like, what is going on?
You're like, something's not right.
We all looked at that and was like, she ain't right. Something is going on. You didn't have to tell me that she had a mental health issue or even what the story was. When I saw her, I was like,
she didn't even have to speak yet. I saw that and I was like, oh dear.
We have a problem. Yeah. So, yeah, what is it with these people flying out and paying for their own flight?
But yeah, I can only hope she gets some help while she's there.
We'll just pray for her. Let's add her to the prayer list.
Yeah.
We'll put her on the list.
Yeah. There are a lot of people that need to be on the list.
One day. Ooh, what you say.
Whew. Anything else this week that we haven't talked about that's been going on that's crazy? Other than TikTok news, we got to tell everybody about the story with the throat spray. Not going to go into it. You guys are listening. Put in throat spray in the search bar of TikTok and you will know what we're talking about.
And it's Stacey's fault.
It is. I got caught up yesterday and was amazed. So we have referenced this a couple of times. If people want to know what it is, just go at your own will. You're welcome.
Sending people down that rabbit hole.
Listen, we got to have some joy somewhere. Because it is heavy. And I can tell you that gave me a little joy and amusement. So I'm going to share with the people.
Speaking of TikTok, they still got 30 minutes. Do they realize they have 30 minutes? We're still on the countdown. TikTok has no buyer yet. Trump says he might extend it again, but we're still on the countdown. And I think he's pissed off the Chinese government. They have no inclination to sell their shares, which are the shares that are needed to be sold. And
who has he not pissed off? Can we talk about that? Like, who has he not pissed off? So I am not surprised. When is Neptune coming about?
I haven't looked in the Discord in a while.
Okay, I was wondering about that. What are the other platforms we could migrate to? Yeah, because 30 minutes, just 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering how this is going to impact just all the things. I got a Temu order coming. Am I going to have to pay tariffs on my Temu order that's coming, like in the next couple days?
You probably will, because I heard someone saying that did they get the bill directly from like the shipment company?
It was
company.
DHL.
Yeah.
DHL will send you.
But I
That's
haven't,
even more than what the item's called.
for some people it has been, but like, I haven't heard anything. I haven't gotten anything from.
Has it cleared customs yet?
Check it
Yes.
out.
Yes, but it had not cleared by
Like
the.
here in the U.S., has it cleared customs? Well, then you're probably fine.
Oh yeah, but I wonder what the difference is. Is Temu eating that, or like what are they doing? And I do see that they're advertising a bit more that they have things shipping from their local warehouses because they've had local warehouses, but I think they're going to start. I think they're going to start to move more of their merchandise to local warehouses.
That would be smart.
I also have a TikTok shop order coming. We'll see. I ordered it after the tariffs, so I'm interested to see if I'll get tariffed on it.
I'm just over here trying to figure out how easy it might be to build a rubber room.
I was going to say something. I'm not going to say it. Okay. It's not appropriate.
Are we ready?
Yes. Kick it off, Shannon.
Are we ready for the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Sure.
The good, I guess it's still Black History Month, and things haven't gone off the rails quite like I thought they would be. So I really thought this was going to be a crappy Black History Month, and it has not been. It absolutely has not been.
Okay. Let's see. So in Nashville, we had a snowstorm on Tuesday, but it wasn't bad. And I haven't heard of any fatalities related to the storm. So that's a good thing here.
Mine is going to be weight loss journey related. I have officially left the 180s and I am at 179. And I'm holding strong at 179.
Very good.
Yay.
So I am excited about that. But at the same time, we're not supposed to be spending money and I need some new clothes.
You can buy new clothes so you won't have too big clothes like Shannon when she went to that funeral.
But my bank account probably, we're going to have to figure that out.
Shannon is catching strays and
I always catch strays.
we love you. We want the
know.
best for you.
That's how she does it, under the guise of we only want the
We
best
do.
for you. We're just trying to help you.
We are. What's your bad and ugly?
I'm really concerned, still concerned for our country, but our economy and all the people that are losing their jobs very unexpectedly and unceremoniously.
Mhm.
I think that's bad and it's ugly. It's bad. I saw like a veteran who was disabled and he lost his job at the IRS and he was supposed to be like made a supervisor and, kind of all of this. I'm very concerned about the cut. 3 agencies I'm most concerned about the cuts in: the FAA, the TSA, because those have everything to do with aviation safety. Those are safety-related jobs, agencies, and the IRS. We're in the height of tax season. Why would anybody think it's a good idea to cut employees at the IRS? That's my bad and ugly.
Everybody that thinks they're getting a tax refund, if you voted for him, I hope you don't get it till 2027. So I'm just so fucking.
Be a minute. But yeah, those are the things. Those are my bad and my ugly, because I'm really concerned that aviation safety may suffer depending on where these jobs were at. And the IRS already has a backlog. They've been backlogged, and now it's going to be made worse. Here we go.
We're fine.
Bad and ugly for me is just the state of our world. Like, we are looking at this and we see it every day, and it seems like we are playing catch up to whatever is being done. We watch the news on Friday, and it's pretty much what happened Wednesday. So we don't even know what's going on Friday in real time. Like, we just don't know. We are fed information, and I don't think it's accurate. I just think about our relationships with other countries, our allies. I'm worried about that. I had a colleague tell me this week that he felt like us as citizens are sitting back and not protesting and letting this happen. So that is being viewed as we accept this to other countries. And that's not the case. But we're lost. We don't know exactly what to do to fight this thing that is going on.
Well, and there are protests going on, but a lot of them aren't getting media.
No.
So, I mean, it's great. It's really fantastic. And then we have MAGA child bride press Barbie calling fucking Canada the 51st state, like when talking about playing.
Top lip.
Yeah. With the hockey and, it'll be nice to see them play the 50. We couldn't drench ourselves in maple syrup and they still wouldn't want us. So It's not going to happen. But she said it with all her chest, kind of like she did with the Gulf of America.
Maybe that's why she has no top lip.
She
Gone away.
overlined it during that press conference.
She made an extra lip.
When she was wearing a St. John's jacket, I made a joke, so this will feel old, but I didn't realize that women like under 40.
I was about to say that St. John is pretty seasoned, right?
Yeah, I feel like even at 40, like you're just starting to get to that where you can maybe pull off a St. John's look.
But it can't be a whole set. It needs to be a piece.
Yeah. And then with the brown lipstick, it was an attempt. An attempt was made.
She looks so elderly to be as young as she is, right? Like she just looks seasoned.
Mm-hmm. I mean, all of her neighbors are probably over 65.
She probably lives in a retirement community.
Exactly.
I mean, her husband's touching,
Yeah. They're probably in a 55 plus community.
They are. And she passes.
Yeah, all those other little biddies are just giving her fashion advice. Seriously, you cannot tell me that her husband's friends' wives aren't all probably appropriate. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's like one or two other little hussies, but
like a skeezer, scallywag, floozy.
Little floozy. My ugly, because, dude, I was like, girlfriend, first of all, you did not do a great job overlining your lips. And second of all, that color, no, you can't pull off a brown, honey. Their makeup artists and hairdressers hate them. I always used to say that. Makeup artists and hairdressers are just like, watch this. It's the only possible answer.
She's owning it.
Yeah.
She tries.
Again, how fast will she flame out?
I don't know. I think
she's in it to win it.
Yeah, she likes putting those big girl panties on. She thinks she's real tough when she tries to, I bring the receipt and 51st, she thinks she's really eating.
She didn't eat at all. My girl, you are losing.
It was a cute attempt, though.
I don't even think it was cute.
I was trying to be, my power just blinked. I'm trying to be nicer.
Okay. Well, let's stop then. So you won't lose power again. That means we've been bad today.
Naughty.
Per usual. It's Shannon.
It's all Shannon's fault. She takes us right into the gutter.
Of course I do.
You do. We tap right on in there.
Follow behind me.
We do. We follow
we do
you.
Not. We absolutely would never consider going there. But you're down
Never
there
me.
floundering around.
Never me.
Oh, no, never you. Never.
Look at me.
Some little devils on the shoulder.
No, it's devils here. It's a bear. Bear.
All right.
Sweet.
Nosy.
Well, obviously, like I am gonna use that because that was rough. So that's my ugly. I have a feeling, Carolyn, I'm really sorry, girl, but I have a feeling you are gonna be my ugly a lot while you are the press secretary. But my bad is gonna kind of go along with Shannon because as a military family, what's happening to the VA, I'm not okay with. What's happening just in the military in general, like Pete Hegseth drinking, sir, shame the fuck on you. Get your shit together, stop being embarrassing, and fucking go to a meeting. Because I'm not going to make fun of your alcoholism because I have known way too many people. So I get it. It's hard. But if you want to put your big boy pants on and be in charge of the DOD, fucking get your shit together. Because you're not going to embarrass the military that my father was shot down twice in Vietnam for. No, those men and women deserve better. So fuck right off. The they, thems, they're welcome too. That's my bad. I get so mad about it.
I can't tell at all.
Passionate.
I just think about my daddy and all of his friends, and they all deserve better. And then the men and women that are fighting for our country right now.
Yay.
Well, if you're still listening and you haven't done all the things yet, do you know you have 30 minutes? Like, subscribe, share, rate, review.
Please comment. Please comment. We want to see what your thoughts are on this podcast. Let us know.
We may have some comments. I haven't looked at them.
Going back. We'll look.
Okay, good.
A couple of episodes.
Yay. But friends, get excited. At me later. Coming soon. Real soon. We're close. Anything else, ladies?
Don't forget to follow us.
It's been a week.
And the beat goes on.
And it'll be another week next week.
I went on this.
Guess what? We might have an uprising sooner than later, and that will be the one that we'll all be excited about talking through. Yeah. Speaking it into existence.
Well, friends, we'll see you next Thursday. Bye.
Sisterhood beats sass. Bro, this is funny.
Oh, I'm putting bloopers in at the end of every episode.
I'm grabbing. It's on, but you know.
As usual. Yeah, it's fine.
This is how it goes.
Every
single time.
I'm just going to start putting this in the end every time.
Because when Stacey, I sent the thumbs up reaction. I started to just send the laugh because I was like, this is like on brand. This is what happens.
Right? It's just how it goes every damn time. I forgot to put
the softest eyeliner? What brand has the softest?
Softest?
Especially for like waterline. You remember, LV, from what you heard? That's a shame. We don't even remember what we talked about last week.
Girl, because we just talked.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all doing? Just fucking talking.
Mm-hmm. I like looking cute. What if my future husband watches this?
Well, obviously, it's broadcast all everywhere.
How much of it is irrevocably broken? Like irrevocably. Yes.
This is going to be a nightmare to edit.
Are you ready now, Princess Stacey?
Princesses. So, let me tell you something.
Someone here, look. No, we cannot do this. You've been quiet for the past. I will take you to the pound. I will take you to the pound.
This needs to be in the bloopers.
You can't be barking. It's no wonder you're a white man. You need so much attention. What? He needs so much attention. I'm named it Trump.
No, you don't. You don't want that in your house.
I know.
You don't.